I was supposed to wake up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym today, but I didn't, and that's okay. But I had all of my gym clothes and my bag all ready. Usually when I have something planned and the first thing doesn't go right, I end up having to cancel all of my plans and just give up. We're trying to change. We're trying to break my cycle of not showing up for myself. Before, if I didn't wake up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym, I just spend the rest of the day not doing anything. But today, we're deciding to change that. Instead of not going to the gym, I'm going to walk my dogs and then go to the gym right after. Or not even go to the gym, I might just work out here. But that's where we're at. Not enough, and I'm gonna go walk the dogs before I go work out. So this is my favorite sweater. I think it's made of wool, or no, it's not. But this always keeps me warm, and I'm gonna put some sweatpants. How, baby? So for the longest time, I've felt really stuck and frozen with who I am and where I am in life. And majority of why I feel like that is because I struggle with depression. Depression has been something that I've dealt with for the majority of my life, but I don't think I've ever really experienced it in the way I have in the past few years. I feel like it's gotten really bad and really worse. And when I think about the past few years, I really struggle with accepting the fact that my mental health has taken so much from me. I feel like I've been robbed of who I am or who I could have grown into, or even just experiences that I wasn't able to take just because I was too depressed. What? Hi. Okay, calm down. Okay. I feel like in the past few years, I've had the opportunities to find friendships or to start hobbies and even achieve career goals that I've always had. But because I struggle so much with my depression, the past few years have just been blank. Okay, all my dogs left. What was I saying? Oh, I started really struggling with my mental health in January. I'm a really high functioning person, which means that even if I'm not feeling mentally well, or even if my emotional well-being isn't at its best, I'm still able to do the things that I need to do. When January of this year came, I was finally experiencing an inability to function. I didn't feel well enough to do anything. I remember having to literally push myself to do the things that I need to do. And majority of what I need to do was work. Eventually, my mental health caught up to me. I mean, you could only do so much pretending and pushing, but it did finally catch up to me, and it's affected not just my mental well-being or my motivation, but also my physical health. The reason I'm talking about my mental health is because today is the first day of my disability leave. This is something I've been wanting to take since January, but I've pushed it back again and again. It was time to just get in touch with who I am, to find myself again, to look for enjoyment and chase after things that make me happy or that make me feel like the person I know. And so to commemorate today being the first day of my break and taking that first step towards healing myself and feeling better, I also wanted today to be a day full of firsts. The day is almost over and it wasn't perfect, but I'm really proud of myself and the things that I did today. Even though I didn't wake up at 6 a.m. like I planned, I was able to do all the other things that I wanted to do. I still worked out, I journaled, meditated, and I also shot my first video with the full intent of posting this, no matter how imperfect or how awkward I might feel about talking to the camera. Okay? You okay, Tuxo? Another thing that I was thinking of was how I've been basing my worthiness on my productivity, whether it's in my 9 to 5 or in fixing myself and being able to meditate and journal and walk. Like, all these things are really important for my well-being, but I think it gets bad when I start to base my worthiness on these things. And that's something I really want to work on and probably unpack with my therapist. I want to be able to feel worthy of self-love, whether I'm depressed, whether I'm able to get out of bed or not, whether I'm able to take care of who I am. Like, I know those things are very important. They're a huge part of our mental health and well-being. But at the same time, I want to learn how to accept myself and love myself exactly as I am wherever I am at in life, even if I'm not okay. I want to be able to be compassionate towards myself when I'm depressed, when I'm not feeling the greatest, as much as I do when I feel like me, when I'm able to go out, when I'm able to eat out, when I'm able to appreciate life. I kept telling myself that the only version of me that exists is the version of me that works out or goes out, has lots of friends, dances at parties, is a ball of sunshine, is very cheerful and active. But that's much of me as the me who hasn't been able to get out of bed, or the me who cries every single night. And that's a huge part of who I am, and I'm just realizing that now, and I want to be able to show up for herself. I thought that showing up for myself meant taking care of me, and it is, but I think now, looking back, showing up for myself is also accepting and loving who I am and where I am, exactly where I'm at in life. That's something I need to work on and learn.